Today, we want to talk about a couple of credit card mistakes that we want to avoid during the holidays. Let's find out what they are. So go ahead, tap in, let's get into it. Oftentimes, around the holidays, we have a tendency to spend more than what we should. And a lot of times, we use our credit cards in order to do so. So, with all that being said, I want to talk about some tendencies and some common mistakes that people fall trapped to during the holiday season using their credit cards so that we can make better financial decisions. All right. So, let's go ahead and hop into the first mistake people make with credit cards. The first credit card mistake that we want to talk about today is relying on your credit card limit rather than your bank account balance. Listen, y'all, just because you have a $5,000 credit limit, that does not mean you have $5,000 in the bank. You need to always remember that your credit card limit is not the same as your bank account balance. It is a credit line and not your actual cash. I know that may sound simple, but a lot of people don't remember that when it comes to spending. And I need you to understand that because if you rely on your credit card balance rather than your actual cash, you can find yourself in some issues. Listen, just because you have it to spend doesn't mean you need to spend it. And that's a universal principle that you can take into account, whether it's your credit card or whether it's your actual cash. That's a universal principle that just because you have it to spend doesn't mean you should spend it. And I want us to become people that begin to use our credit cards as debit cards. That means whenever I use my credit card for something, I have the actual cash to pay it off. I'm not going to rely on my credit card limit if I don't actually have that cash in the bank. We need to become a lot more disciplined when it comes to these things, especially during the holidays, because if we don't, these credit card mistakes will cause undue stress and crazy pressure on us because we'll end up doing things that we shouldn't be doing. All right. So remember this, your credit card limit is not your bank account balance. Don't fall prey and don't rely on that credit card limit rather than the actual cash that you have in the bank. So, what do you think about that common credit card mistake? I think it's absolutely pivotal because I have fallen prey to that credit card mistake, thinking that I actually had the cash to spend using a credit card when I didn't have the actual cash in the bank. I know that'll help me. Will it help you? Let's talk about it down in the comment section. Let me know what you think to see if that tip is actually a beneficial one, especially for the holiday season. Let's start a conversation down there in the comments. And while you're doing that, why don't you go ahead and do me a quick favor? Why don't you go ahead and hit that like button? Go ahead and start sharing. Go ahead and subscribe or follow. And if you don't mind, go ahead and hit that notification bell so that you can be alerted every single time we drop a new video. We appreciate it so much in advance. Now, let me give you another credit card mistake that you should avoid during this holiday season. The next credit card mistake I want to talk to you about is not falling into the credit card interest trap. Don't turn $100 Christmas gift into a $500 Christmas gift. How can that be? Because of credit card interest and because of just making minimum payments. Listen, I know when we're in the middle of making the decision to buy something, we can fall tempted or fall to the temptation to say, you know what, I can pay it now and pay it off later. I can make minimum payments and I can catch up on it later. Not realizing that that interest that they're going to tack on and just making the minimum payments could turn that $100 gift into a $500 gift when you could have just made a decision to pay for a $50 gift and just pay it off when the bill came. Listen, credit cards shouldn't be liabilities. They should only be assets to help benefit your life. I'm going to say that one more time. Credit cards shouldn't be liabilities. They should only be assets so that they can benefit your life. And a lot of times we don't take that into consideration, especially during the holidays, because all we really want to do is make someone else happy. And again, there's nothing wrong with making people happy. There's nothing wrong with giving gifts to people, but you have to keep your finances in order and you have to keep your finances in mind when you're making purchases. You can't just say, I'm going to pay it off later, or I'm just going to make minimum payments. We can't do that because the minute you do that, it starts it starts becoming a larger purchase than what you originally intended. Okay. So don't fall prey to the credit card interest trap because that's going to cause you to pay more for the gift than you originally intended to. So, what do you think about these two credit card mistakes that people make during the holidays? Falling prey to the credit card interest trap and relying on their credit limit rather than their actual bank account. I like to know your thoughts about these things down in the comments section. Let's start a conversation around these two topics so that we can become better people and have better financial futures because we understand credit cards and how to properly use them. All right. Let's talk about that some more down in the comment section. All right. And if you want to have some good credit cards, I know we talked about credit card mistakes, but if you learn how to use credit cards properly, they can be absolute benefits to your life. Okay. So if you would like some awesome credit cards to go ahead and apply for so that you can start utilizing those benefits, check the links in the comments and check the links in the description for some good credit card offers so that you can start making money while you're spending your money. All right. Thank y'all so much for checking out this video today. Thank y'all so much for rocking with me all the way to the end. Thank y'all so much for getting down in the comment section as y'all always do. And we'll see y'all in the next video. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more content. Peace.